All right, guys. I can't hold on to these interviews anymore. I was trying to save the last two, the best ones, Rome Total War and Witcher 3, for the end when I get my hands on more footage for the game so I can intercut it. I got it for Rome, and I was trying real hard for Witcher, which is the interview you're about to see, because the footage was so awesome. I mean, literally, that was the highlight of E3 for me. And I tried so hard to twist their arm to get the footage for you guys, but they wanted to save it to use it at Gamescom, and I understand why, because it literally made E3 for me. It's amazing footage. I hope they eventually do release it to the public. I was talking to them. They sound like they're not going to, which I'm like, that is ridiculous. But they're probably going to make something even better to show you guys. So realize this interview is literally as I just walk out of the demo room for 45 minutes just watching and playing Witcher 3, which is awesome. And so I'm super excited and amped up. And I had to rush a little bit because Conrad was so awesome. He had a flight in 30 minutes, but yet he still wanted to make time for me to do a quick interview. So it's on the quicker side, and I try to get in as many of my questions and things in as possible. So he's very nice for that. So here it is, my Witcher 3 interview. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys can see what watching the demo did to me, and be excited for the future of Witcher 3.
Angry Joe here, and I'm with Conrad, the game director for Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. Okay, that's my jaw dropping. I'm like, oh my god, when I saw the demo. And it unfolded before my eyes. I was like, wow, this is so thematic. It's so rich. The fact that it's an open world and you managed to keep all of the detail from back when it was a little bit more linear. Well, it was the part that stood out the most to me. Like, rocks, and the tiny rocks have the best detail on it, and the world just looks beautiful, even in its pre-alpha state. How the hell did you guys do that, and how much bigger is the world than Witcher 2?
World is 35 bigger actually, and
35 times.
35. And how we made it, it's because we got genius programmers and artists on board. That's only one reason, how we can do it, because I don't understand it also, it's just going. And what you need to know that our rendering programmer Adam Cichocki, who is a real genius, start rewriting the old renderer from The Witcher 2
It's
2 months ago.
Wow! And already there's dynamic weather.
It looks like this,
Yeah.
and think how it will be look on the end when we release the game.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
It will be really awesome. Yeah.
So many new mechanics in the game. I saw him going on the water, then a storm was rolling up, and if you're out on the water, then you could possibly get knocked over your boat. You might not survive very long in the water, so you got to get back to the island. There's so much potential in this game, but I think the thing that stood out to me the most in the demo, that got me the most excited, was how I think he's believed over 80 monsters in the game, over 80 enemy variety types. And it's not just the variety types where you run into and you just kill them, and you see them and then they turn around and then they come get you, right? This is about, that does happen, right? You see a big, a badass, what was that in the demo, that monster?
Where the first one, the bigger with the horns, was the Fiend. We call it Fiend.
Fiend, yeah. So he saw the Fiend turned around and was like, rah, and it comes at you. They began to battle, but what made the battle more interesting than a lot of other RPGs that I've played is he has special powers that can change the way you look at the game. Like, he has this special power where he turns invisible. Your whole screen sort of goes black. Your senses are taken away from you, and you're like, where is he? And there's a small indicator, like his red eyes, like hunting you down. It was so awesome, and that's one of his normal attacks. And I was like, wow. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm gushing right now, guys. But this is The Witcher 3. You guys know how much I like The Witcher 2. But let me explain this one other thing and ask you how exactly it works. So the monster managed to get away because your demo was very good, and he started tracking down the beast by following its footsteps back to its lair. Can you tell us a little bit about this system and how it works?
Yeah, Geralt and the Witchers are the monster hunters, and I think we didn't show it properly in the previous games, and now we want to give you this feeling of monster hunting, real monster hunting, and that's why every monster in the game is unique. It got unique background, it got unique story, it got unique abilities, and you need to read about this monster. You need to know what he's doing and how he's behaving to defeat him, and we got this new feature, monster hunting. Geralt is mutant. He was trained in hunting monsters and killing them. He see more than the normal human. He hear more than the normal human. He smell more than the normal human, and he use all of these senses to hunt the monsters. And our new system, Witcher Sense system, which is using actually in the monster hunting, allow you to identify the monster with who you will be fighting. It allows you to track this monster on tracks. Sometimes you need to know what kind of sound he's doing, and you need to find this sound in the wood and go that direction to find him. And sometimes you need to smell, and you will know that you are near him. And what is also very important, that you can use this Witcher Sense system in the combat. We didn't show it yet, but we got this feature that you will get information about anatomy of this monster. And if you got this knowledge in fight, you can hit, for example, in case of this fiend, the nerves around the eye. You can turn off this ability. You can cut his muscles in the leg, and he will stop charging on you. You will defeat him because you know how to make him weaker.
And what the demoer said is there are no bosses in our game, but what this system does, it almost takes every single creature in the world and turns it into a boss, correct? Because every single creature in the world does have, he showed the bestiary, and it had a really lengthy story about that particular monster. It had what sounds that monster makes and all these different things that you learn about. And so does that mean that every single individual creature in the world is almost like a boss within itself?
Yes, exactly. Every monster got its own abilities, their own behavior. And what is cool that we can do it thanks to our AI programmers who invent these tools. You remember we showed you when you was in our company last time. We showed you the quest editor, how we build the quest from these blocks.
Yes.
And we can move some events from beginning to end. It's very easy to use. And now our programmers create the tool which allows you to make the AI of the characters the same way. And what it gives us, that if we want to do some behavior of the enemy, we can just copy it and put to the another enemy, And it's cool because if we create, huge amount of it, we can mixing it and creating unique monsters.
Limitless possibility, or at least exponentially more possibilities. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about with this game. It's hard to jam pack in an interview, and I know you have a flight to back to Poland. So I'm trying to think of some really awesome stuff that I saw. Okay, so obviously the world is 35 times bigger. So how are you getting around in this world? How are you gonna? Is there fast travel? Is the amounts? Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yes, of course. We got three main features which allows you to travel, and the first of them is horse, of course, and you can
Can you do mounted combat?
Yes, you can mount the combat, but we didn't, got this feature yet. We will work on it later, and I cannot promise it will work because, Witcher didn't fight on horse in the books, and we need to, it's more effective on foot, and we need to think how to do this to be close to the books because it's very important for us to make the game as close to the novels, to the lore of the Sapkowski as we can. The second system we got there is a boat. You can sail, you can sail between islands, you can sail on rivers.
Are there gonna be monsters in the ocean or anything like that?
We will do the monsters you need to avoid with the boat. You need to avoid the storms, of course, and there will be secret islands and secret spots you can find and explore and find there some unique things. And we got the last system is a fast travel. Of course, you can fast travel only to the points which you already explore, because we don't want to spoil you the fun and give you everything, on the beginning of the game. You need to explore the world, and you always you'll find there something interesting.
And a lot of people in the demo were asking questions like, "Where's Triss? Where's Vess? Where's all these characters that people know?" And it's like, "Well, we can't talk. We don't want to spoil the story." So I know that you can't spoil the story either. But can we expect to see familiar faces in the game for good amounts of time?
You know, I think it's not a spoil because we got these NPCs from the previous games, and we need to be consistent with the previous games. And of course, there will be characters from the previous games, and of course, there will be new characters from the books. And you know how the second Witcher ends. I will not spoil the fun for people who are not playing the Witcher 2.
Yeah.
But if you finish it, you will know and you can expect who will you find on the beginning of the.
Now, is this a brand new story that carries over? I mean, can you take your character and carry him over, or this is just a few years down along the line? Can players carry over?
This is the same story, and on the end, Geralt remains his memory. He knew who his love was, and he's in very wrong situation because he fall in love in girl who lied to him, didn't tell him the truth that he got a woman and so on and so on. And in the same time, he remembered that he was abducted by the Wild Hunt, these spectral nightmare rites, and he wants to know why, what's happening, and what is with this woman you love. You need to find her and check what is happening. And this
So we're finally gonna get to see Yennefer. Maybe.
yeah. And this is the beginning of your adventure. I will not spoil more, but this time we'll focus on the Geralt, on the Witcher and his personal stuff, Of course there is a war, there is political stuff and so on and so on. You can impact it if you want, but main storyline, is about you, about your character.
So, and one other thing I wanted to ask about is the how much content do you guys expect to be in the game? Like, how long is this adventure? How many gameplay hours? Is there significant side quests and all this other stuff?
We got only assumptions right now because we will see how it will end. But in my experience, it's like this: that you get assumption, it's longer every time.
That,
yeah. We assume that when I worked on the first Witcher, I create quests to the first Witcher. I thought, okay, it will be somewhere around 30 hours, and on the end it was over 100. And now.
So it's at least that.
Yeah, we assume that we will get 50 hours of main quest and 50 hours of side quest. And if you add to this traveling, gathering herbs, gathering crafting ingredients and so on, I think it will be quite longer.
Okay, awesome. Now, is there any additional customizations that we can make to Geralt, or is Geralt's look sort of set in stone? Can you find armors? Can you find different clothing? Can you perhaps shave? Even though, no, he needs the badass beard, guys. Okay, beards are in right now.
Yeah, but of course we allow you to customize your character as you want. You can shave actually, but it's not cool because beards are really really good. And you can, crafting items, crafting gloves, pants, boots, chests, and other stuff. We will add in the game. Of course, swords, and you got, the silver and steel sword. Everything's what you want to get there will be in the game.
Okay, awesome. So we gotta go here. So I wanna just. All right. Oh, shit. What's up, man? It's
get to the airport.
okay. All right. Awesome.
Wrap that shit up and get the hell out.
Okay. So, can you tell us when the game is going? I could talk about this game forever. Obviously, we have to go. There's so many more questions. I probably could. But okay. So, when is the game coming out, and what platforms will it be on?
Game is coming out in 2014, but believe me, we got plenty of time to finish it. And of course, it will be on next-gen platforms. It will be on Xbox One, on PS4, and on PC. And of course, on PC, it will be first day DRM-free on exactly on GOG.com.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time, and have a good flight.
Some fight for glory, justice, or gold. I fight for those I hold dear. I'm Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher.